Hello and welcome. I'm just going to quickly show you a course that we've recently put together for Cell Floristry products. I think it's always useful to have a strong first impression, and so like other units, this has an introductory video. It talks the students through what they're going to be learning, the things that they might get assessed on, and just the basics of what the unit is about. Underneath that, we're going to provide obviously a course induction, so it explains to them how to navigate elearn, what their results are going to be, and the teacher announcements. Down the left hand side, all of these are fairly consistent. We always start with the introduction, the course navigation, the subject guide, the assessment block, and then the learning activities. So in the assessment information, just like with the induction booklet, there is a guide on everything to do with assessment, including tips on how to answer assessments. Because the students have to answer questions about employment, we've actually created a scenario called the flower station at CIT. And so this gives the students an opportunity to answer questions based on an assumption that they're working at this organisation. So we tried to set it up to mimic what a website would look like, and so when they're answering some of the knowledge questions, they have to refer to this little pretend website to answer those questions. In the learning resources, we've tried to chunk the information so that it's nice and digestible, and most of this has come from the knowledge requirements of the unit. So understanding the various components of product knowledge, and then a self-check activity for students to do. Most of the self-check activities are quizzes. I like these because the students can have multiple attempts to get their answers correct, and it also gives them an opportunity to find out where they're going wrong. We also use forums, and these are Q&A forums, so once a student has submitted their response, they can see how other students answered the question and learn from their fellow students. I tried Wikispace, and so this is about students sharing and working together and contributing, and so the activity was about the cultural meaning of flowers, so the culture that it applies to, the type of flower, the colours, and the symbolic meaning, and the students are all going to contribute to this together, and so they're going to build and complete this table by hopefully contributing one row each. So that's a wiki that was added to the course. So that's in a nutshell really. I wasn't going to go into lots and lots of detail because I'm sure you'll see that in other examples of courses, but the books are fairly straightforward. Little chunks of knowledge, everything's referenced. Try to include graphics that make sense and keep it balanced. Little tips about what they can go and do to find out more information, and so forth. So I hope this has given you a few ideas for how you might like to put together your Moodle course, and all the best.